Writer's Block Global presents an exclusive interview with Lisa Tillinger Johansen, author of Fast Food Vindication.
My name's Lisa Tillinger Johansen, and I've written a book, Fast Food Vindication.
How did you start writing Fast Food Vindication?
Well, I'm from a writing family. My husband's a writer, my mother-in-law is a writer. So when I was in school, I was actually a real estate exec for McDonald's for a while, 20 years in commercial real estate. Went back to school about 7 years ago to get my master's in nutritional science. And while I was in school, I was really heard a lot of people talk about how fast food, we could just get rid of fast food, everyone would be fine, there'd be no obesity, no disease. And I didn't agree with that, because the reality is that we can eat poorly everywhere we eat, including, at home or at a sit-down restaurant. So I was telling my husband about it, and he actually encouraged me. He said, why don't you start writing about it? And it took me some time because I wanted to get through school, get some experience in my field. So I have actually a leg in both camps, a leg as a ex-fast food industry insider, and now as a dietitian, 4 years of dealing with, all the patients that I work with.
When did you transition from working for the McDonald's Corporation to writing about it?
So I think a lot of people would say, well, I left McDonald's because of the food, nothing to do with it. It's a fantastic company. I was in real estate, so I built them. But 20 years of commercial real estate, I got to an age, early 40s, and I was like, I want to do something different, as many people do. And I've had a lifelong interest in eating for health. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to quit McDonald's, I'm going to go back to school, which I did for 3.5 years, and get my master's in nutritional science, and I've been a dietitian ever since.
What are your thoughts on the documentary Supersize Me?
So Morgan Spurlock did the documentary Supersize Me, where he goes in for 30 days and he orders all meals, nothing but McDonald's restaurant. So he breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And he went from 2,500 calories prior to eating his 30-day meals at McDonald's, and it doubled. He was eating 5,000 calories a day. So he took a very laser-focused view to prove a point, and I think that the good thing about it is he brought it to the forefront. We need to watch what we eat. He also did not add any solutions. He just said, just get rid of fast food. At the end, I think there's a tombstone that says death to McDonald's or something like that. What does that solve? We're still going to eat. We eat to live. So we need to learn to make better choices everywhere we eat.
What are some healthy food choices people can make while eating at home?
But it's about portion size. Serving sizes and portion sizes are two very different things, right? Servings, I'll give you an example. 2 level tablespoons or 1/8 of the avocado is a serving size. Who eats that? Most people might eat half or a whole. That little sliver of 1/8 of an avocado is 45 calories. So at home eating or anywhere we eat, I love to talk about the healthy plate. So half the plate is non-starchy veggies. So I always like to say, what are the starchy veggies? Corn, peas, potato, winter squash, beans, pumpkin. Those are 1/4 of the plate. But anything that is non-starchy, broccoli, carrots, cauliflower, etc., half the plate prepared in a healthy manner. I'm from Georgia. We fry everything. So if I did half the plate in fried okra, I might as well just eat a donut, right?
Do you believe that particular restaurants monopolize business in cities?
In my book, Fast Food Vindication, I talk about actually the ban on new fast food restaurants here in a section of LA. And the reality is that people are still eating there. Banning things doesn't really solve the problem. I refer to it in my book as a Band-Aid. We need to teach people how to eat well wherever they go. The reality is that most people will eat at fast food from time to time. It's not going anywhere. So my goal is to educate people to make healthy choices most of the time wherever they eat. An example, for example, in my book is I compare fast food meals to sit-down restaurant meals. And more often than not, the sit-down restaurant meal has far more calories, far more fat, far more carbohydrate than the fast food equivalent. But so if we only do a laser focus on one thing, it doesn't solve our problem. I say personal responsibility is key. And we need to do that wherever we go. Can you have a hamburger and french fries every now and then? Sure. I don't agree with denying ourselves. But I think we need to make I know we need to make healthy choices most of the time.
You can check out Lisa's work at fastfoodvindication.com. Unblock the block at writersblockglobal.com.